everyone come from every part of the world. Thank you for your watching. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir. Ohayo gozaimasu. Konnichiwa, konbanwa. The beauty de la place dépasses l'imagination. Merci pour votre surgeons. La place de la vidéo milliard. もうすぐ9月ですね。あなたの国がさらに発展することを願っています。Thank you for your watching, and today is another different topic, and actually I always like to talk about my accent. So I have been amended about my accent. Some foreigners say that my accent is not very like the people in the United States will talk. So just like the explanation. I will say explanation, but they will like to talk about explanation. I have to speak every word and sentence, just inner the vogue or the formation that is approaching to originally the words like. So I have to pay efforts on and to practice more and more. So if you have some certain difficulties when listening my videos, I have to apologize for this, and I will just adjust about this, and to made some modifying in the accent. Okay, so that is very marvelous days, and what we are going to talk about is all the topics most people are interested in. So today is the economic. We have been very long-term time didn't talk about the economic. So what is today we are going to talk? That's the video I still remember. We talk about the marginal utility. So today we will just refer a little bit about us. But in this episode, we are going to enter next chapter. The next chapter is about the factor of producing. It is the time when we are going to talk about the producing already. So in the formal videos, we talk so many basic concepts of theory. So many history or just the basic thoughts about the economics. So now we are going to talk about the factors of the producing. What will you think about, and or you will remind, or you will just come to your minds when you just bewilder the factor of the producing or the product. So several things that is must be in the factor that is very significant So first, the fertility of the land. We will talk about the factors, and afterward, the later episodes, we will just individually talk each factor very specifically and very detailed. So just the first, the fertility of the land. When we have to produce some product, we have to make the fertility of the land abundant. Then we can produce more and more, and the cost will just less and less. So when we talk about the land, the fertility of the land, actually in the economic, when we talk about the land, it's not only the earth. Sometimes the factories or just the spaces, you have to set your machine, and maybe that will be an area of the sea. You just park your ship. So when we talk about the land, it's just a definition about a space. So that is all the definition in economic when we talk about the land. So the fertility of the land is mean we have to have abundant ability to produce products on the space we have to use. So, and the second, the population's growth. Population's growth when the people's adding, several things you will remind in your brain is, first, we will add up the labor value, the labor, and another is our consumers. One is the people who produce our products, another is who buy our product. So the growth of the populations is another reason the producing will have some influence. So if the growth is just adversary and is the worst directions, so that is also influence some certain kind of situation that made all the product of producing into a very bad and a worse circumstance. Okay, so and another one thing is the strong and the health in the population. So if all the population, if all the people are all patients, so how a patient can go to work and have the income, also make the company have the producing ability. So the population's health and strong will become the factor of the producing. The populations must be very accurate and very, very elite. So the health and strong is just an example we just will talk about. But another, if you talk furthermore, not only the health and strong, the education and the knowledge in the population, the quality higher and higher. That means the factor of the producing the company can just make the fertility will become more and more advanced. And people, when they have the labor, can just work harder and harder, higher and higher. Income will just be more. So the population's health and strong is another very important reason. Okay, then that is the industrial training. The factor of the producing. How you can produce a product, how you can use the factory, how you can exert all the machine, that all have to under the training. So the procedures of how you run without anything to just abandon knowledge. That is a process you have to be trained. So the industrial training is another very important link in the whole circle under the factor of producing. And then the wealth accumulations. So that is very important reason. When all the people's wealth is just extending up, adding up, that means here are so much sufficient cash and fund that is flowing in and entering into the economic financial market. So the wealth extending up, that means here will be sufficient enough abundant fund that to make all the financial market exerting very healthier. And the wealth is a resource that can make so many things to be possible. So when the wealth ascending up, that means we have more and more wealth and cash fund to do more things. That is just like a repair, fix up, recovery, or other things to just amend all the problem become correct. So that is a direction toward the old way of the whole world people's hope. We want to go to a direction that is absolutely correct to make all the human beings to be existed very permanently. So we have to know what kind of direction is really exactly accurate. So that is very important. When the wealth is adding up, means we have sufficient resources to do so many things. Then the industries organization. So the organization is just the system or the executive cycling that inner the industry, how it works and how it is arranged, and how all the departments to exert its duty, calling, etc. So the industry organization is the factor of the producing. When the organization is very healthy and well done, and under whole preparation, and very cautious and prudent with elite characteristic, I think the industry will just improve and advance very well. Just one industry can be the lead or boost another industry. Industry. All the industry can just combine together to cooperate or just to do something that help each other or negotiation and or persuade the promising direction from the organization want to tour. That is a very important reason why the industry organization will be the factor of the producing. Okay, and the division of labor. The division of labor and the influence of the machine. When we talk about the machine, the industrial revolution, after the period of time, we create so many machines that to replace the laborers using. So the machine's appearance and its influence make all the people have to separate it into classification. So the division of labor is another very important part. We have to make all the classification on the reasonable ideology, and the division of labor must be very detailed. That will make the machine and all the factory can be exerted in a very accuracy and safe circumstance. That is very important when your division of labor, when the classification is very safe, detailed, and very accuracy, and all under very reasonable ideological theory. That will boost and make the factory more and more easily to practice. So that is all about what we're going to talk, the factor of producing. So, and the professional industry usually concentrate in a certain place that is very easy to understand. Okay, so I have said that professional industry, the industry is professional because it is professional. So some factory or the industry will concentrate in together, collect into some certain place, just like nearby the university, nearby the institution, nearby the government, nearby the foundation, nearby some very important economic area. So the professional industry needs some certain very important characteristic of the resources. So because the need, so the professional industry will concentrate in some certain place, and then to fertilize large scale. So when we talk about the factor of the producing, the large scale producing, the large scale fertilizing, that means the costs will descending down. If we have the ability to make the large scale producing and we can halt the possibility of the selling, and sure the consumption is all coming up, and the apply and the need demand all on the balance together. So under the very safe circumstance, large scale producing is just descending down the cost. The cost is lower and lower. That means our profit is higher and higher. Okay, and the business management. The business management, when a company or the enterprise, so that is very important. We have to know about how to manage a business or a company. So the system administration, the very well done how the executive system or department, and all the officials are under professional training. So the serious links in the whole mechanic from the business company have to all under very well done management. So the business management is a theory that is how you can make the company have the profit and have the interest. So that is another very important concept when we talk about a business and company. Okay, and finally, the remuneration. The remuneration, remuneration. So, okay, whatever. Remuneration. The remuneration is gradually adding on, and the tendency will have the relation to the descending of the feedback. So okay, just like this. When we say the remuneration, the remuneration will have the two kinds tendency. One is ascending. One is ascending. One is ascending and descending. So the remuneration will ascending up. It's because the marginal utility is toward a very, very health and a good cycling. So the remuneration will just ascending up. The tendency is just ascending up. But if the remuneration is descending down, that is just like a phenomenon we will call marginal adversary utility. So that means when your labor ability happens some problem, all your labor are under very worse circumstance of working, so your producing abilities become worse, or your products will offer the value is just not the customer like or want. So that will make the marginal utility become adversary. So the remuneration will descending down. Okay, that is all about today that I want to talk. In this chapter, we are going to talk about the fact of producing. These all 11 topic is in the chapter. So the following videos, we are going to talk about each topic in the whole 11. So I hope you will just feel interested and we can just chat about and to change some thoughts or reflection each other in the economic knowledge. So we will just know more about what is the market, what is the business, what is the fertility, what is the large scale. So that is all fantastic. Okay, finally, thank you for your watching. So hope you can have a wonderful time with me, and we are going to talk about others that will be more interesting. Thank you for your watching. See you next time. Bye bye.